What's going on? My name is Mike and this is all about pressure washing, and today we're going to discuss a comment from one of our viewers, Gabriel, who asked a great question, and I was starting to reply to it in the comment section and thought, you know what, this is probably something that could help more people. So instead of letting it get lost in the comment section, I decided I'm just going to make a quick video. So he asks, when you're washing a house or doing a roof cleaning and the customer doesn't want to pay extra for window cleaning, how do you get the windows spot free? And he also mentioned that he doesn't have a pure water system or a water fed pole. And that's a great question. And if you really think about this one, it's about more than just the cleaning process, the chemicals used, or even the equipment. It's really about managing customer expectations and also setting yourself up to upsell based on those expectations. So let's first address the actual concern, which is spots on the window after a house wash or a roof wash, and understanding why there could be spots left on the windows, which will then help us to manage the customer expectations. Okay, so most spots are caused by a couple different things. Say you just washed the house or the roof, you applied your detergent, usually SH with some sort of soap or surfactant mixed in with it, and you let it sit, it does its thing, and then it's time to rinse everything off. Even if you do the most amazing job ever rinsing, there's still the chance that there was some dirt, some dust, pollen, stuff like that still left on the house, which is then absorbed into the water droplets as you rinse, and this can leave those dirty spots on the windows after everything dries out. The water evaporates and then it can leave that dirt or the pollen on the windows. Now, if you live in an area with hard water, that can also be an issue because when hard water evaporates, it leaves calcium or sodium behind that causes the hard water stains to appear, but that's an entirely different issue that we can address in another video. The other common cause of spotting on windows is when we apply our detergent and don't rinse it off good enough. And then after it all dries, after you leave, you get that call back because the homeowner is inside, they're looking out their windows, and they see that white haze or the little white spots. No one likes callbacks, so the first step to help mitigate spotting is to rinse really, really well. And when you think you got it all rinsed, rinse it again. And then once you're positive there is no potential for any spotting, rinse one more time. This is what I tell all my guys, and the added time here rinsing is way less time than a call back from a customer. And a customer who has to call you back to fix something might not call you back the next time that they need something cleaned, and we don't want that. Now, Gabriel isn't alone here, right? I see questions and comments all the time about things just like this, and if you want to check it out, there's a link below for our How to Wash course. It covers questions like this and so much more, from the chemicals needed, how to mix them, how to apply them, the equipment used in both pressure washing and soft washing, how to clean every surface on a residential property. Phenomenal info that can really help you out, and that's why it is the #1 selling training course in the industry. There's a link below to learn more about that, and we're offering a $50 off spring coupon, so use promo code SPRING50. Okay, so now that we know what causes the spots and how to reduce that issue, let's now talk about how to address customer expectations, and this is really something that you're going to have to feel out on your own. I personally don't like bringing up what ifs or maybes to a customer, like saying, well, there might be spots on the windows after we're done, because there might be, but probably not, because we're going to do everything possible to help eliminate that issue, right? And 9 times out of 10, we're not going to see any spots, and we don't want to direct attention to a potential issue, regardless of how small it could be. Even if we do a phenomenal job rinsing, and because we aren't using pure water, there is the opportunity for some spots, and if you point that out prior to the job, the customer is obviously going to go and look, and if they do look super close, there is a potential to see some spots. So just don't bring it up. Just do your best to reduce the chances of it happening, and you should be good to go. Now, should they ask the question in the quoting process, are my windows going to be spotted after you pressure wash or soft wash? That's when you start to answer their questions and explain everything that you do to reduce the likelihood of spotting, which then opens you up for a couple options. You can just leave it at that. You set the expectations, and if they choose to move forward, then they are aware that there could be some minor spotting, and so they're going to have to live with it if they do happen to see it. But you got to be clear with them up front, and hopefully there will be no need for a callback, and if there is, that's up to you on how you will address the issue. Are you going to go back because the customer's always right? Or are you going to stand by what you told them when you were setting the expectations and remind them of the conversation that you had? Now, I prefer another option when a customer brings it up, and I explain the exact same thing. I set the expectations, but then I tell them that we could also provide exterior window cleaning as an additional service, and then I give them a quote. Now, if you don't have a water-fed pole, you'll have to hand wash the windows, and I don't know if that's something that you want to do, but should you offer that service, you definitely need to be compensated for that service and your time, because it's a lot more labor intensive and time consuming. And if you're running a pressure washing business, you're probably not the most proficient at cleaning windows by hand, so you have to charge accordingly. And honestly, if you know your cost, your hourly rate, and then you can quote based on that, the price tag is probably going to scare them away. So you've set the expectations, you've set yourself up for the upsell, and it is their choice now. So So we have water-fed pulls and pure water systems on all of our trailers, and this is a very fast and efficient way to clean exterior windows. And with that being said, if a customer asks about spotted windows, I can say that we can definitely eliminate that with our pure water system, and that the price is going to be X. Now, this price is going to be less than what we would charge for a traditional window cleaning, and that is because of the speed and the efficiency of the process. And because we're utilizing this technology to reduce the time spent on the windows, we can then pass along some of those savings to the customer while still maintaining our desired profit margin. Now, if the price hits that sweet spot for the customer, they're more likely to add that service on, and you just increased your ticket price, and that's a really good thing. So Gabriel, thank you for the question. I'm hoping that this video answered your question and has helped some other folks address the issues that they see on a daily basis when they're dealing with their customers and just running their business. And the same thought process can be applied to pretty much everything that we do. Obviously, knowing your business, knowing how to do it properly, safely, and efficiently is key. Having the ability to communicate thoroughly to the customer and not over communicating, but giving them all the pertinent information that they need in order to make an informed decision is critical. And like I said, we cover all the stuff in how to wash. If you're interested in that, check out the link below. Use promo code SPRING50 to get $50 off. That offer ends pretty soon, so don't miss out on that. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great day.